Good evening, everybody, and thank you. Oh, I forgot to have the caption up that entire time. Well, that's because of all the changes we made from the previous version. Let me fix chat as well. That's a little different than what we had before as well. We had that, I believe, as LOL boxed, and I don't know why the size is a little different. Huh. Don't know what's going on there. Overlay on. Maybe that's what it was. No? Okay, we didn't have the overlay on, but we definitely had. I don't remember how we did this. Custom, small, medium. No, see, it doesn't change that. Tiny, but that just changes the text. So, not sure what we'll have to do there. All right. Well, yeah, but I don't know how to reattach it. That's the problem. So we can maybe rounded. No, that's not it. Overlay. We had it overlaid before. That's for sure. I don't need that maximized. Thanks for bearing with me as I try to figure this out. I don't know quite what's going on with this. This wasn't supposed to be quite. No, we cannot have all the chat boxes float around the screen randomly. That would drive me batty. Batty, I say. Padding? No. Well, whatever it may be, I can move it around, it looks like. Oh, maybe I can resize it. There we go. That's pretty convenient, huh? Oh, I wonder if I can narrow it too. I cannot. All right. So now we'll just change the size because I think I liked it better when it was large. Then I could actually read it, you know? The one we usually have or the one from the Lego setup. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we have something. We have something. And this is close enough. Good enough for now. Rome. Rome is lovely. It's 3 a.m. in Rome. Thank you for joining us in the middle of the night. To May, wow, that is some dedication. 3 a.m. in Rome for Demay. Speaking of Lego setup, I know that we did. For those of you who weren't with us on Saturday, we didn't do Lord of the Rings Online. You didn't see my bookshelf. You saw me from the other camera angle over there, and you saw that wall in the background because I was doing or started to do a puzzle, and then I ended up doing Magic the Gathering. Can I walk to Rome? Well, thanks to Doggerland, I can walk from Rome to York unshod and still stay, or dry shod. Yes, apparently. All debate. Well, I hope that you sleep well enough to enjoy Rome. What I was going to say, though, hold on for a moment. Is that a perfectly sized Lego kit just came in today. We're not going to build it this time, but either next time or the time after, little 538 piece Sauron. Let's see if that helmet will fit over my head. The Man of the West. Do I look like the Man of the West to you? I don't. So that should be fun. That should be a fun build. Oh, that's right. It's 2 a.m. That's right, because the time changed. That's right, because you all haven't changed your clocks over there in Europe yet, whereas us silly people over here have. Can I just say I really want, like, for nations and peoples to decide once and for all whether we want to be on standard time or daylight saving time, and then say we choose to commit to this time forever and ever, and to stop changing the clocks twice a year. Please. Please. Oh my goodness. Just stop with the time changes already. All right. Old man complaining section of the show now complete. Actually, not quite complete. I just spent an hour and a half recording the first week of the next series of the TTT, so week 111. I always do a test first. I had a little 30 to 60-second test video to make sure lighting is good, make sure sound is working, make sure the camera, it's on the right camera. I don't want it recorded from over here, So I set it all up. Everything works just like usual. I go and I record all 6 episodes plus the bonus. I start to play them back just to test a couple things, actually, just to make sure that the files move to where I needed them to move. And all of a sudden, the audio was glitching. And it turns out that the audio started glitching at about 80 seconds into the first of those 7 episodes and glitched all the way through. This isn't the first time I'm going to have to reshoot an entire week's worth of the TTT. I've had it happen before where it actually tried to grab the mic off the laptop instead of this mic. I've tested it before and I fixed that, but man, I'm so tired of tech not working right. Yeah, kind of does. Well, Jordan didn't get me sorted per se, but he did say basically he didn't think that was the kind of thing that would happen again. Usually he says that happens when he connects his AirPods or if something's really heavily taxing his system, but I wasn't running anything. I have 48 gigs of RAM on this thing. I have like a 2 terabyte SSD and I had plenty of room. So I don't know what was causing the problem, but it's the first time that particular problem has happened. What I don't like is that we don't really know what it was that caused it. And so I don't really know what fixed it other than to say the reboot. I hate that whole, have you tried turning it off and on again? But that worked. The problem is I just got to make sure that I'd like to know how not to have it happen again. Yes, there we go, Nate. I tried turning it off and on again. Yeah, it was good to have Jordan on hand to be like, yeah, but yeah, so it means that that I might well, I hate to ask Katie in the middle of a stream about entertaining people a business question, but do you think we could move the TTT hangout to Saturday after the TTT or after the PPP plays instead of to tonight? Like, what do you think about moving that to Saturday at 3? I don't know. Yes. All right. Let's move it to Saturday at 3. Get that announcement out. I'll drag it over here on my calendar and we'll change that to 3:00 on Saturday. All right. That'll help because then I can record. The episodes at 8 to 9:30 instead of like 9:30 to 11. So that'll be important. Thank you, Erica. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. My bandwidth is your priority. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate you very much on that. Yep. I just wanted to do a hangout. We don't do live audience for the recording because it's I have to look at the teleprompter, and so I wouldn't be able to engage with you at all. Be pretty dull. But I do, still do the TTT hangout. TTT live audience, you'd probably hear me cursing my teleprompter too many times. I get so mad at that thing. So it's supposed to have this ability. It's a nice one, right? I mean, it's from Elgato. It's a high end. It actually has in its software the ability to hear you and to scroll automatically. And that's been working so well over the last several months once they ironed out the bugs. But something they did in the most recent software update changed it. So even that was giving me trouble tonight or today. So I was in there reading my script because that show is more scripted. And as I'm reading, it's not moving the prompt. So anyway, yeah, it would not be I wouldn't enjoy recording it live. And I honestly don't think y'all would enjoy listening to it recorded live because there's no shenanigans. There's no co-host to make jokes with. Nobody to be like, hey, say something inappropriate, be funny about it. So anyway, before I begin, do we have any Tolkien questions? I know I was told I didn't know about this, but apparently Elijah Wood has said that he doesn't want anybody else playing Frodo Baggins as long as he's alive and able to do it. So I don't know how. Apparently, there's now thought that Frodo's going to appear in the Hunt for the Ring or the Hunt for Gollum, which I kind of don't know why. Sort of like what Why, man? Like why? Oh man. I mean, I get it. It's the thing that kind of defined your career, so I can't blame him. All right. But yeah, so other than the Sauron Lego build, which I'm really excited about, and the main reason I'm excited about it is because it's 538 pieces. It's not like 5,000 pieces like Rivendell. It's actually doable. They're just all the same color, which is a little worrisome. Here, I usually pile them by color, so it's gonna be like, well, there's my gray pile, and there's my gray pile. I should probably have a pile for gray as well. Anyway, that's gonna be um you're colorblind, so it works for you. That makes sense. Yeah. Um Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I will not be surprised. I'm gonna hold on. I may hold off on building it until I find out whether Light My Bricks is going to do a kit for this. Because as it turns out, of course, they've done kits for all of the others, for the Rivendell set, for the Barad-dûr set, for the Shire set, and for the Balrog Book Nook set. So if they do a light kit for this, it'll be more fun to build it after the kit exists, um, than to try to unbuild and rebuild. But it's pretty cool. It's going to be 13 inches tall when it's built. So I guess it's about the height of the box. Of course, it'll all mostly be the pointy things. I love, though, that it comes with a little minifig of Sauron holding the ring. Of all people, we should not allow him to have the ring. Anyway. What a day. I feel like Bilbo. I should just go and have a smoke outside and, make everything better. I don't even smoke. Just like feels like it might be a good idea today. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see here. Imagine the frame narrative. That makes sense, actually, Katie. Yeah, knowing how Hunt for the Ring starts. Yes, Katie, for the TTT hangout on Saturday will be after the PPP plays, so 3 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, a Barad-dûr Funko Pop. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, I finally got my book. You won't be able to see it because it's down, kind of buried on that next to the bottom shelf down there. But I got Caitlin's book, Into the Heart of Middle Earth. She'd said she'd sent it, or her publisher had sent it, and I was like, oh, it never showed up. Well, it showed up in the mailbox here at my office, which is an apartment building, rather than the parcel room. So, like, I would have expected to be in the parcel room, and it never showed up. So I finally go down to clear out the junk mail out of the mailbox, and it's postmarked January 26th. So it's probably been there for like 5 weeks. Come to Rome, everyone smokes, but they smoke like unfiltered, nasty stuff, don't they? I'm talking like pipe tobacco, like just sit there with a little pipe weed. Quite a few new Hobbit and Lord of the Rings Funkos. That'd be great. I've not collected those. I think I probably am done like starting new collections. So pretty much at this point is books, some art, and Weta. I'm really excited for the Green Dragon to show up. I believe I just got shipment notification on that. So, the problem is I just noticed its size. I thought it was like the size of these these Hobbit houses, but it's 13 inches deep, so it's actually too deep for the shelf by like an inch. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I might have to go somewhere else. Yeah. Oh no. I'm assuming that when stuff like that happens with these collectible items, Nate, that Dan, that these companies are pretty good about replacing them for you. I hope so. And one thing I imagine about the Funkos is that they're probably an affordable thing to collect, unless you're collecting old ones that are like, outrageously priced on the secondary market. But like buying them new, you're not going to charge, hundreds of dollars for one of those, I would imagine. Yeah. It'd be fun. If I had an entire house with rooms dedicated to collecting, like I have a sword room and a sculpture room and a Funko room and a movie room, and a book room, then okay, maybe I'll collect Funkos. The Faramir Funko. He must be the classiest Funko of all the Lord of the Rings ones. Ironically funny that his staff was broken. Oh, I see Gandalf has stopped by. Saruman, your staff is broken. What do you mean? That's nice. That's a good price. $15, you bet. Yeah, something like that I wouldn't be collecting for, keepsake value. For, like passing it on. For that, it's just the books. Oh, hello. What just happened? Am I still here? Did I glitch to you at all? That was very odd. Let me know if you did something happen with the screen? Did it go black? Well, my screen went black, and my audio changed. Con exclusives, yeah. That explains why the couple times I've been to Comic-Con, why the lines at that Funko place are outrageously long. I mean, like hours long, it seems. No, well, back on the LQ. All right. Well, it flashed green briefly. All right, thank you, Katie. All right, let's go ahead and get the game going. Let's see. Okay. Give me uno more momento. Oh, I'll just give you a little sneak peek on the TTT. Today I was covering one of the letters on Tolkien Tuesday was a letter that Tolkien wrote to his publisher about a Spanish translation. He didn't like whatever word they'd used. And he said that if I'd been consulted, I would have, worked with them to find something. And he suggested the word hobitos, Hobitos, because it included not only the Spanish diminutive, but then hob, which he didn't think had any meaning in Spanish. So it wasn't like connected to a Spanish word, an already existing word in the language. And I thought that sounded so cute. I want to have little hobitos, and I'm enjoying them. I'm seeing them like have like a taco party, and I just eating great food, and I just I love it. I love it. Hobitos. I don't know if that's what they have for the Spanish translation. All right. Well, let me get the game up and running. Where's my extra camera button? There it is. Hobitos with 1 T. So, Streamer X, add the camera. And then now we're all set for what we had the other time. So let me change this around a little bit. We're going to customize that. That was, I think, a square. Might have been. No, I think it was this for me. Maybe a little bigger and a little rounder. And then I just swap those, right? That's right. And then of course we get rid of the chat overlay. By overlay, y'all can still talk to each other. But you're gonna have to do it on your own platforms. Twitchers on Twitch, YouTubers on YouTube. And let me drag this over here. I will still see your chat on my thing. And wow, audio's working. All right. Do 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 do. Hello, Gaza J. A wicked storm. Wow, definitely get that phone charged. Get your, get all that gear, get all that stuff. I got a list of things. If there's a big storm, make sure you got your big, stack of bottles of water in case the water goes out or whatever. All right. Katie Vasta is a bit loud. Actually, it's not. It's set at 66, which is where it usually is. We are going to try once everybody pops in. There we go. All right, what do we got? We've got to defeat. There's so many things to do. So, Book 8, Chapter 6, we have to travel to Cliving in the Norcrofts to continue the epic. And we might just do that, right? That's up there in the north. You can see where we are at Elthingels. So, we need to go out here and then go north to go to Cliving. But we also need to do a vengeance for Elthingels, which is to defeat mounted orcs in the area. The Unruly Stallion, which is the mission that gave me some problems last time. Mending Wounds is to collect some things up in the area and help with the soldiers here. Rallying a militia. Well, that's odd. That seems to be some other place altogether. The abandoned homes north of Elthingels. An overwhelming order, which is to reclaim Rohirrim weapons from the orcs. And then writing down boars, which I can't quite see where that is, but probably overlapping something else. No, that's not where I want to go. Norcrofts. Writing down boars. Defeat boars on the plains near Harwick. So that's in the Wold. Okay. Safe to say we're not going to go back to the Wold. So we're going to remove writing down boars. Actually, we're going to cancel that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We might not end up doing mending wounds. I don't know, but I think that's. Oh, that's right. It's the rap request of the people of Elthingels. Okay. We'll do it because we're nice people here. All right, let's go ride the unruly horse. Eagerly guiding you towards the nearby gate. Just don't get off of this guy. That's the point. So it means I can't really get into combat here. Cluster of trees north along the cliff wall. So your mount is pulling you onward towards the rock cluster further to the north. If I remember correctly, there was a horse, and I spotted that horse, but I got off this steed to shoot an orc, and the next thing I knew, mission failed. Steed seems drawn to this rock formation. Why have you been guided here? That's probably why. No, maybe not. Mount the unruly steed and ride it until it calms down. Can I? I better not. Turn off all the others and see if there's a different. Oh, it's maybe this horse. The steed seems drawn. Why have you? Yeah. Why have you been guided here? You uncover what can only be the steed's former owner. Upon this discovery, the steed seems at ease. That is sad. All right. Oh, that's tragic. We find his dead boss. Thank you, Katie. Oh. All right, Adnoth, we've helped you.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Steed led you to a body. I imagine it was the horse's previous rider. Well, honor his remains. Seems to have calmed the steed. He's trying to let us know. We mistook it for unruly behavior. All right. Deed bestowed. Complete quest in the Norcrofts. Okay. So now we need to go ahead and dismount the unruly horse. We need to collect the Clotbur, the Meadow Maid, and the Lamb's Ear while we're out there. Okay. So we'll head out. We'll do some of these little things that we got to do. Should be fairly straightforward. We'll do these and then head over to Cliving. So let's go find some of those healing herbs. Is that herbs hard enough for those of you who give me grief for saying herbs? I just want to find out. All right. Lesai. I know there were some up here, so it looks like though there's some over here too. There's some Meadow Maid. There's some more up here. Oh, that's. Oh, hey, orcs. Oh, Clotbur. There's some Clotbur. Reclaim some orc weapons, and we got some. Ooh, 3 of them that we'll have to do. This should be fun. Okay. So what are we going to do, Katie? I'm going to set a trap. And then I'm going to focus, and then I'm going to go camouflage and rain of arrows. Because that's what we do when you have multiple enemies you want to pull. Oh, killed them all. All right, Clotbur. How many did you how many killed you? How many did it take to kill you? All right. Oh, we want to kill the mounted ones because that's actually a quest of ours. We have to kill 6 mounted orcs around Elthingels. So after we collect this lambs here, we need 1 more Meadow Maid. So that's going to be up in this area. Oh, but we'll kill another mounted orc. Huh. I'm displeased with the fact that I see no Meadow Maid. It's supposed to be in the area, though. There's some. I love how he kept lurching closer, like, I know I'm going to die, but I'm going to get 1 shot in. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm dead. All right. So we now have enough for mending wounds. We also have, we have to get 1 more Rohirrim weapon. I thought we got 4, but maybe not. We do want to go collect the spare provisions at the abandoned homes north of Elthingels. Teasing you about getting annihilated, yes. Yes, I am, Katie. Defeated the mounted orcs. So now I have enough of their weapons. So it's just a matter of getting to those abandoned homes and collecting the provisions, defeating 2 more mounted orcs, which shouldn't be too hard to find. And that will conclude the people of Elthingels as well. And then I'll be able to head over to Cliving to continue the epic. Oh, this must be those abandoned homes. Remember when I was like, how cool that there are these abandoned homes? Well, what's cool about them is that they're actually part of the storyline. Man, if I could just find 1 more mounted orc. Wow, what's this? That's interesting. Huh. All right. Well, I still need to kill 1 more mounted orc, which we'll do after we get these spare provisions. Then we can port back, turn all those in, and head over to Cliving. With some release notes. Somebody say, listen here, sir. Are you going to try to tell me why it's okay to go in and aggro like 15 enemies that are on level? Hassle, hanging out with your nieces. Right on. Collect provisions. All right, we need to defeat 1 more mounted orc, which we can do up here, it looks like. And then we can port into town, turn all those in, and head over to Cliving. You know what? I'll just use tracking foes, right? nobody nearby. That's funny. No, that's an orc, but that's not a mounted orc. That's an orc, but not a mounted orc. Horses. There's a mounted orc right there. Hey, you. Oh, I get a quest ready to advance. Can finish that now. Then I can port to Elfwin. Turn in the herbs.
What brings you to these lands?
Turn to Usgrad. I don't remember where each of these people are, so I'm going to be a profligate spender here.
What brings you to these lands?
Oh, that one's too close to me. Of course he is. He's like right here. I'm that lazy. Yes, I am.
You
All right.
the horse lords.
All right. Now I can return to the Thane at the mead hall. The Thane's widow, that is. Hello, Mildred. Mildred. That name sounds familiar. Oh shoot. What was that other? Oh, it was the last kingdom, right? Last kingdom. One of the guys, the main Uhtred of Bebenber. One of his wife's name was Mildred. All right.
You have done well.
I must commend you for helping me and my people. It is said that in the most trying of times, the true worth of a person's character can be seen, and I have seen a great deal of good in these men. I'm still learning how best to serve Elthingles as Thane. I cannot be the strong warrior that my husband was, nor can I be the fearless vindicator that my dear son Pendorf was. But you've shown me that I have the ability to garner support and to rally the people of this village. This is a most generous gift you've given me.
Can you help me with this?
So now, she wants me to offer the aid to those who wish to flee. She lost both her husband and son. They knew the risks. I don't want to make anybody else do the same thing. Reeve Athelward has abandoned us. We are resolved to repel the invaders. So talk to Runal near the southern gate. And we're going to do that. I saw them out there, by the way. I saw that the group of people, like a whole family out there with their wagon. That's not where I want to go. So we're going to go talk to them. And if there's anything we can do to help them that's easy, we will. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and head to Cliving. I just want to find this Reeve Athelwald or whatever. Who was it that she said that had abandoned them? I didn't like that. Don't abandon your people, man. We're going to have words, you and me. There's Reeve somebody. All right. Greetings, Hunter. Time is short for my departure. Will you lend me your aid? My family has sought to leave Elthingles for quite some time, yet I believe behind a fine home that shall not be put to disuse. Would you speak with wise Herr Leof in town and inform him he may use the building as he sees fit until my kin are one day able to return? All right, you know what? I don't know where the guy is, so I'm just going to find him by Mithril. I'm catching up here. Yep, the Unruly Horse quest was the Unruly Stallion, yeah. You know, you can always check. This is always fun, by the way. If you try to remember something that you've done before, I'm going to cancel these quests out of the world. You can go to your quest log and go to show completed. So I could find all of the quests that he's ever done. A lot more than I would have thought. So I could go to Norcroft's and be like, what was it? Oh, there it is, the Unruly Stallion. Okay. It's a nice little deal. The show completed is cool. 1,248 completed quests, folks. You guys have stuck with me through thick and thin, I have to say.
What business have you?
I will see his dwelling put to good use. Many refugees have come into Elthingles, their homes and farms being burned and occupied by orcs and uruks. I find some trustworthy folk to inhabit and care for the home until Runon may return. Nate asks for non-major characters, so I have voices or accents in mind for them based on where they're from. I try to just differentiate them if I can. If the voice actor is not the standard generic one like that guy was, but like Thane, like Mildreth, I tried to at least emulate that regional sort of accent. But 8 out of 10 of the NPCs in this game that have voicing are going to have just a generic voicing, and in that case, I'm just trying to distinguish them from the ones that came before. Honestly, the major ones I do have in mind. Gandalf and Aragorn and Galadriel and all them.
What brings you to these lands?
See, this is the same guy that voiced Herleof. My wife Kadstera has a favor to ask. All right, they both do. And Munsunu, the son of Runald, talked to Frithneid by the fountain. I'm spending all this mithril because I just want to get through Elthengels.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
A fine day to you. Dear Kadstera sent you. Aye, I knew she was leaving. I understand her difficulty with saying farewell. My thoughts will be with her on her journey. You informed Frithneid of the hidden gift that has been left to her. I cannot believe that she would leave me such a beloved and beautiful gift. I will be sure to think of her whenever I look upon it. Please, give her my best wishes. See, the three of them couldn't give me their errands at the same time, so what do you want to bet that Munsunu has a quest for me as well? Yes, my son Munsunu has asked to speak with you.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers, but I'm speaking to you. My name is Munsunu. Mother and father tell me that I must say farewell to Elthengels and all my friends. I have never been so sad. I hope that Edoras is as splendid as all the stories that I have heard. But I will miss my friends. Mother says there is no room on our wagon for my toys. Oh, that's so sad. Like, why am I hit by that? You should tell Barkine to take care of my doll, Captain Pindle. Captain Pindle will get very lonely if no one plays with him, and Barkine will be a good friend. Aw, I'll be glad to do that. Assuming he's not too far away. He's dancing a jig. Oh, she.
Strangers might be dangerous.
Or he. No, it's just he with long hair. A pleasure to meet you, Hilbern. A doll? I fail to understand. You seem rather big to play with dolls. Oh, you mean Captain Pindle. That's Munsunu's doll. I'll take good care of the captain for him. Tell Munsunu to visit when he becomes older, and I will tell him all about my adventures with Captain Pindle. All right. I've done a quest for each of you three. It's time for you to go to Edoras. Thank you.
Will you aid the horse
We'll begin our journey west momentarily.
Will you aid
we have to escort them, but of course we will. Because there will be
their wagon and bid their friends goodbye. Runald's family departs from Elthengels.
A most dangerous road lies before them. Stay close, Hilbern. The orcs could come upon us at any moment. We must stay upon the road and seek protection at the trader's outpost to the west. Stay close. My wife and son will remain hidden from sight until we reach the outpost. Oh, I remember the outpost. Yeah, it's down the road a bit. On your guard, here they come. Okay. Should be fairly straightforward. If I could punt one character to the moon from Lord of the Rings Online, who would I punt? Sarah Oakheart! Onward. We will be vulnerable until we reach the trader's outposts. I mean, Saruman, yes, but he's also a character from the books. Look out! More have returned! Ooh, we have one that's a little closer to our level here. Wow. We are most fortunate to have you along as protection. That's a nice wagon you've got there. Would be a shame if something would have happened to it. I offer insurance, if you know what I mean. Won't they give up? I hope this is the last of them. I wonder if I'm supposed to be taking these guys on while mounted. I mean, obviously I don't have to, but I'm wondering if that was the whole point. Like, am I supposed to get on my war steed? Godfather Sisto is in the house. Well, the name does come from like 14th century Sicily. Leave the wagon, take the cannoli. Take heed, Hilbern! Troll! Well, it's always fun when they kick you that hard. Whoomp. All right. I know, you'd think I could just shoot from the wagon's back, you know? Like stand on the wagon and foom, 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 foom. Hold faith that the wagon will hold together. Is it that cheap of a wagon that you can't make it a quarter of a mile down the road, Runald? My goodness. Family is important. We have made it, Hilbern. The trader's outpost is just ahead. I can see it. Whoop. Oh! No, just kidding. I hope that doesn't happen to him. That would be sad. All right. The wagon has arrived safely at the trader's outpost. Travel now. So now I'm at the outpost. Thank Ofirith, I should say. Trader's outpost for his help.
Our mission is
Doesn't need to
dire.
thank us. It is our pleasure to help those in need. If we cannot depend upon each other for aid, we may as well let the orcs take us and be finished with it. I see that you too understand this. Take this for your trouble. I believe that good deeds are deserving of merit. Anything here that's worth anything? No, the agility bonus for the resilient dagger of Theodred is worth a lot more than the extra 1.2 DPS that I'd get. What about this family heirloom? No, worthless to me. So I'll take the shield, sell that later.
Success depends upon
So those are not me leveling up. That's my war steed leveling up, which I will fiddle around with in a little bit. Convince the first merchant to maintain fair prices. Convince the second merchant to maintain fair prices. And the merchant Leodrim to maintain fair prices. All right.
what brings you to
You
this
need to
land.
have fair prices. Ah, well, perhaps Ophrith is right. I agree to keep my prices fair. Yeah, please no gouging here.
What brings you to these lands?
My war steed probably does have a name. I don't know what it is. I can name it something else. He's named Keely right now, but not Keely like the dwarf. Keely is you can like the keel of a ship. So I'm assuming I can rename him. Maybe I can't though. Yeah, rename. So what should I rename him? All right, folks. Let's rename the steed, shall we? I think we shall call him Steed. No, I think we shall call it Your Doom. Curse you and your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Tar Cornelius. Nate wins the internet today. Submit. Tar Cornelius it is. All right. I'm not going to fiddle around with appearance yet. I know that I've got some things that I can put on him. My goodness, all these various things that I can do. I guess we might as well. Let's create an outfit for him real quick. We've got of the Eldar, of the Hammerhand, of the Treasured Wellspring, a Dagger Lad one, a Hunter's one. That makes sense. Okay, so what about, so if I search for hunters, I should find several of those, right? All right, so gear. No, that's not where the gear goes. Where's the gear go here? I don't know. The head goes here, that much I know. The legs go here. The saddle goes here. Oh, the gear goes at the back. Here we go. But I don't have anything for the tail. All right. So do I have anything for the tail here? I have an obsidian tail, a simple tail, or tail of the treasured wellspring. What's that one look like? Is it compatible really with? Yeah, little. Oh wow, got a whole lot of things here. Name it Katie, so Katie can always be carrying me. Sebastian, yeah, it's the war steed's a part that you can get later in game, around level 80, 75 to 80 as you go into Rohan, and you can actually do mounted combat with him. It is faster, but it's also very difficult to drive. It's sort of like a rally car. Yeah, the riding ability, mechanics, and abilities are definitely different. All right, so we've got that looking different now. So he's got some appearances to him, and then we've got traits. Oh, can I change the color of those too? Huh? Select a color. Wow. I'm not going to mess around with that yet. That's pretty complicated. All right. Traits. So he's still a light horse. So we've got a trait of agility. Let's apply. Let's go one more agility. Let's go some more maneuvering. And physical mastery, tactical mastery. All right, let's apply that. And so now we have this. Now we have Tar Cornelius all set up. So I'm supposed to collect wolf pelts from the nearby Greyhide wolves. They are close enough for me to justify it. Let's go see what this guy has, though. Guthleod. Let's say Khartoum, the champion racehorse from The Godfather. Tar Cornelius is better. Orc ambushers south of the road. All right, so basically all right there. Really easy to get done. Let's go ahead and do that for these guys. I think though maybe the whole point here is get on your horse and do the thing, right? I find that very annoying. So I'm going to go on regular foot here. Oh, these aren't even the orc ambushers. I need to kill the wolves, though. So I need to kill 8 wolves and 8 orc ambushers specifically. So we want to do Passage of Nature and look for more of the wolves. Greyhide Scavenger. If you could change my nickname in Discord, you would change it. Of course you would. That's why I can't let you change my nickname there. That's why you do not have the power. You have no power here. It's pretty. But that's not where the wolves are. Where are the wolves? Oh, well, there's one. It's not who I want to track, so let's shoot. Oh, well. All right, so we need to kill some of the orc ambushers. They appear to be up in this area. I'm now in the area where they are present. And there are 2 of them right there, the white hand ambushers. I've got the power. Kitty doesn't have the power. Oh, I see another wolf down there. Those are some big wolves. There's another wolf. And I'm seeing light from over there, which suggests to me there's some more orc ambushers. Yup. So you just follow your nose. It always knows, right, Pip? And it looks like there's 3 more over here. I'm seeing, yes. Well, 2 orcs and a scavenger. But that's great because we need to kill them all. Woohoo! And a scar deposit, too. All right, so the wolves are killed. Now we just need to find 2 more orc ambushers, and we'll be able to head back to the traders' camp. May all your bacon burn. Wow. The brutality. Too many syllables, though, and Katie doesn't have the power. I just need to be like, Katie lacks the power. All right. There must be one more around here somewhere. Passage of Foes. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Is he in line of sight? Yes, he is. Okay, great. Let's kill him. And then return to Guthleod.
Will you aid the horse lords?
And then return to Leodrim with the wolf pelts.
What brings you to these lands?
And now Ofrith.
Will you aid the horse lords?
All right. So now we got one more from him. There's 2 of them. The Enduring Menace. Talk to the guard captain in the merchant camp. And talk to Guthleod about Dagarm's whereabouts. We'll see whether I want to do these or not, or whether I just want to keep going to Cliving.
To these lands? Our mission is dire.
The Uruk-hai camp to the southeast. So these are both to the southeast, right? And yet I want to go to the north, to Cliving. So we're gonna say goodbye to you for now. And we're gonna go to Cliving instead. That's what we're gonna do. Katie lacks the power. It's kind of catchy, don't you think? Am I claiming I have the power like Ara Dunacord? No, I am not. So what is this? We have not encountered a warband yet. These guys have caused me trouble before. I don't think they're really meant to be done solo and on level, right? Field bear. You know what? He's too far away. Forget it. Let's get back on the road to Cliving, shall we? Yeah, the land is great. I do wish it were daytime just so we could see it more. So pretty. I also like that with this horse, the speed is variable. Right? Oh, all right. I'll accept. I should probably did that because I was thinking about going after a warband. The Lord of the West. I'm loving the town of Cliving up here, by the way. In fact, we're going to remove these from the quest log for now. I'm not going to cancel them yet in case we head back down in that same direction, but we're going to see. Cliving is a most impressive sight. Now to find Reeve Athelward. Yes. I'm not pleased with him. This is pretty. Wow. This is a pretty cool little town. Stone roads, better houses. This is nice.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I weep for the people of the Norcrofts. You've seen the dangers outside the walls of Cliving. And you've seen the death that lingers at our gates. Yet the nobles living here are ignorant to these concerns and continue on with petty squabbles and bickering. There's no greater waste of time and effort than these fools. I've tried to make them understand, but they refuse to listen to any authority, save the Reeve himself. Perhaps they would listen to an outsider who speaks with reason. Help resolve their disputes so that we may focus on the necessary preparations for the coming war. All right. Wildnoth's not one of the guys. Oh, I should probably talk to the stable master, though.
Your aid is welcome.
And I
friend.
should grab the milestone and have that replace the one on the wold. So I'm supposed to help Ordwacer, and two guys I'm supposed to help, along with this guy, Walnoth.
Will you aid the road you're in?
Greetings. I do not recognize you. You are not from the Norcrofts, meaning that you are not the culprit and that you would be a perfect choice to help me. My name is Walnoth. I'm a simple rider in service to Reeve Athelward's Ered. Of late, we have discovered evidence of an attempted murder against the Reeve by way of poison. Athelward himself has put me in charge of the investigation, and I must uncover the culprit. There are few who would admire me for my intelligence or wisdom. That feels familiar. But Athelward saw potential in me, and I do not want to disappoint him. Will you please help me? The first step will be to question the man who discovered the poison, Reeve Athelward's personal cook, Ketelgat. All right, but in the meantime, I really want to try to find these two people and their problems. At least figure out what I'm supposed to do with them, right? The little aside where it's like the wisdom thing. All right, so one of the nobles must be in here. It's Ordwacer's home. Or see, I want to know if that's a soft C or a hard C. Is he Ordwacker?
Our success depends upon our strength.
No, but that fool
Will you
Trump
aid us?
sale. I paid for 2 candlesticks. Wait, I got it. I paid for 2 candlesticks made of silver to be made, and Trumsale, the silversmith, promised they would be delivered to me days ago. I have no patience for excuses. I paid him well, and I expect him to keep his promise. Inform Trumsale that if I do not receive my candlesticks, or repayment, whichever he chooses, I would have him thrown into the dungeon for taking my coin and giving nothing in return. Wow, he's a charmer. Meet my wife, Karen. All right, where's Isenid? Isenid's in this house here. Oh, that's Kettlegat. Okay. I'll talk to him since I'm here.
What brings you to these lands?
I found a strange vial tucked behind the turnips in the back pantry. Upon further examination, we discovered the liquid inside the vial was highly poisonous. We believe that someone intended to secretly poison Reeve Athelward's food with the venom. Thankfully, none that have eaten my cooking have reported illness. I encourage you to inspect the vial for yourself. Why did I drink that? I thought I was going to inspect. Oh, the odors made me feel lightheaded. All right. Still need to figure out where Isenid is. Frivolous disputes. Oh, is he maybe here? No. Okay, so that's that one. So then he's... Oh, on the other side of town. Okay. What wasn't very family friendly? Oh. All right, I'll talk to Walnoth, by the way, since I've already...
What business have you?
We're blessed that none of you has shown sign of illness. I don't know what to make of it. Enter Malbeort's house. Okay, I'll find him later. But in the meantime, I need to go try to find Isenid. And he's down here somewhere. Or up here somewhere. Oh, there's Trumsell, the silversmith. Let's talk to him.
Our hope lies in strength.
I understand that Ordwacker is angry about not receiving his candlesticks, but I simply cannot make them without the proper moldings. I was expecting a set of moldings sent from Edoras, but have received no shipments for many days. Please, speak to the quartermaster and see if he knows when my shipment might arrive. All right. I shall do that in a moment after I speak with whoever's on the other side of this hill that I'm supposed to talk to. Malbeort's house. So I'm just kind of doing all the quests at once, apparently. There's nobody in here. Hello? I go up the stairs. Malbeort lies wounded on the floor, unmoving. He's dead. Blood-covered dagger. So now I got to talk to Athelward of the Mead Hall. Oh, I should probably get the blood-covered dagger. Return to Walnoth with the dagger. Can I loot his stuff while I'm here? No? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That he's dead, not that I can't loot his stuff. All right. Somebody down here. Oh, Icenid, finally. Greetings. My name is Icenid. My home is here in Cliving, but many of the people who now occupy our city are wayward farmers who've been forced from their homes and have taken refuge within the city walls. I've asked my neighbors to donate food and shelter to those who fled and left behind their belongings. Many have given to the cause, but Giselmon is ignoring my pleas. She plans to host a large feast in honor of Reeve Athelward, an action she hopes will increase her own renown, as she values her opinion and others above all else. There are people in dire need of rations, and she intends to foolishly host banquets for the wealthy. Giselmon refuses to listen to me. She believes I am jealous of her high esteem and considers my request as a tactic to undermine her affairs. Perhaps you might sway her decision? Suggest to her that the nobles would view a banquet to be distasteful and that a charitable donation would be viewed more favorably among her peers. I'll try. Not sure where any of these people are. All right. Okay, so we've got so many little, like, social problems. I think I saw the quartermaster down here near the entrance. So let's go talk to him. There's the quartermaster. Candlestick moldings. Are you mad? Are you not aware of the orcs assaulting men along the road? I've had no shipments arrive from Edoras for quite some time, nor would I expect any but the most urgent deliveries. Unless you manage to convince every orc from here to Edoras to leave us be, I would not expect your moldings to arrive hastily. Well, then just give the guy his money back. Really, that's all you're going to be able to do at this point. Oh, there's somebody over here. Who is it? Oh, Trimcell. Okay. I beg you to reason. I know you'll understand if you reason. I'll grant him a discount on his next purchase and craft an extra candlestick for him when I have the moldings. If he would speak with me, I'm sure to negotiate things further. If I'm thrown into the dungeon, that doesn't help. No, it does not, sir. So that's Eisenid. Is there anybody else over here that I need to talk to? There's somebody apparently down below. Uncharitable feast. Oh, that's where she is. Okay. This feels like I'm in junior high and just solving people's drama problems. Giselmon.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
May I help you? I'm busy with preparations for an important banquet. Giselmon is Rohirrim for Karen. You attempt to convince Giselmon that giving to charity will increase her popularity among the nobles more so than her feast. Well, I had not considered this. Oh dear, you're quite right. When others speak of me, they should be commenting on my kindness and generosity. The time is short. Will you help me? Please speak to the butcher, cheesemaker, and baker of Cliving. Ask them to give much of the food intended for the banquet to Eisenid's collection instead. All right. Well, she did the right thing. So to her credit, she did the right thing because she wants, well, hello, because she wants people to think better of her. Whatever, at least she's doing the right thing, right? That's what counts. Why do I have a hobbit on a horse following me around? All right, here's the butcher. I've already talked to the candlestick maker, and I'm going to talk to the baker. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. She wants to donate. She's to be charitable. I'd be glad to help her. I'll set aside a nice lot to be collected with that poor lot of farmers. Good. The baker.
What brings
Quite
you to
noble
these
of her.
lands?
Quite noble of her. I will have it done right away. And the cheesemaker.
Aid the horse lords.
What a kind woman. I'll be sure to send a portion of fine cheeses to be donated on her behalf. Now I get to go talk to Gizomon again. You know, I'm just going to spend my mithril. I am so lazy today. Oh, in case I took on a roving threat. That's fair. Thank you, Katie.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You've saved me from making a terrible mistake. I heard nothing but praise and admiration for my charitable efforts. I would not have guessed that such acts would be noticed and appreciated by others. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. We're going to go port to the other side of town to talk to Ordwalker. No candlesticks and no repayment? Unacceptable! I'm calling for a guard. A discount? If this is not a trick, then it changes matters entirely. I suppose I could agree to wait a while longer if Trimsil plans on accommodating my virtue purchases. I'll visit him later to negotiate. Thank you, and receive this for your trouble. Wow, this guy, don't want to get on his bad side. What a doofus. All right, we're going to go talk to Walnoth about the dagger. Thank you, Katie. Bringing extra lazy, I see no difference.
What business have you?
You were sent seeking answers, and you return with a dagger. You're described to Walnoth the scene you encountered. This must be the result of murder. Duh! It means we were on the correct trail, but losing Malbeort does not bode well for us. He could have been the key to understanding this poison. And now he lies dead. Thank you for your help thus far. I must ponder other avenues for us to consider. Whoop! Level 82. Also time to spend my perks on some accelerated experience. I don't think I have anything in my inventory for level 82, do I? Nope, I don't have anything for on promotion. I'll have to check and see if I have. I think I don't. I think there's nothing really to do. But oh, you know what? I'm going to come back to questioning the cook, questioning the captain, and questioning the neighbor when I have finished these others. So, and I think Frithelm is right behind me, right? Yes, let's talk to Frithelm.
Our mission is dire.
My work is much quieter now that some of these trivial disputes have been settled. Such a shame that no noble blood was shed. Worry not, I merely jest. Perhaps now the nobles might consider the desperate situation we find ourselves in and look at their neighbors as allies rather than enemies. The god has more important matters to attend to than solving petty squabbles. You have my thanks, Hilbern. All right, now we're going to talk to Ethelward. Oh, but first we have somebody else to talk to. Inhild.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I'm worried about a young man named Rangar who lives on a farm outside of Cliving. I've heard countless stories of crofters coming under siege from fearsome orcs, and I pray that Rangar remains yet safe. I care deeply for Rangar, but my father will not allow me to see him. He knows that Rangar is poor and believes he is unworthy of our concern. Please visit his farm and ensure his safety. I love Rangar, but I would rather he flee to Edoras than come to harm for my sake. Well, we're not going to go there yet because it's outside of town, but we are going to talk to Ethelward in the mead hall because that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, look at that mead hall, right? That's a pretty cool mead hall. Also, I want to meet this Ethelward, right? If the Thane of Elthengels was telling me this guy's abandoned us, right? That's a problem. All right. I love that helmet, by the way. The horse on that's really cool. Look at these tapestries. They're gorgeous. So he's the reeve of this entire region, right? He's the reeve of the Norcrofts. So that includes Faltham and Elthengels, or Faldham and Elthengels, and any other little areas around. So if the Thane of this village has said he's already abandoned us, we got some words to have with him, okay? Oh, excuse me. What was the question that I missed earlier? Hassel, if you could own a location, character, or scene illuminated or illustrated by Tolkien, what location would you want? It can be one he did or did not. Oh, I don't know. Let's think about that one. All right, let's talk to Athelward. Reeve Athelward at your service. I have many concerns. State your business and waste not my time.
Welcome to Cliving, friends from afar.
So he's a different voice than that, so I got to come up with that. Welcome to Cliving, friends from afar. I'm Athelward, Reeve of the Norcrofts and Thane of Cliving. My house and hospitality is yours while you stay. Athelward listens as you relate the reason for your visit, and a cloud crosses his face. Oh, Mildred. What happened to her should not have happened to any lady of Rohan, losing first her husband and then her son. I should have been more understanding of the boy's youthful boldness, but he called my honor into question. The sword trial is the customary means of resolving such disputes. I did not know his wound would fester in such a way. I would have it back if I could. Taking young Siflad as my ward seemed the kindest thing to do, but I can understand a mother's grief may make it see otherwise. I will answer any questions of yours, and you are, of course, free to see Siflad. If it is not too much trouble, could I ask you to help Cuthred, the captain of my guard, with his duties after you have spoken with Siflad? Okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Where is Siflad? Okay. Towards the front of the town. So, Mithril it is. Oh. In a watchtower. Like as a prison. She can't escape.
I saw you coming to Cliving from afar, and I wondered what your story might be.
And now you've come to tell it to me. How wonderful. You tell Siflad that you have come from her mother in Elthingels, and that Mildred worries about her. My poor mother. I miss her. Some days I miss her terribly, but knowing that she is still at home eases that ache somewhat. Worse are the days when I miss my father and my brother, for they are never coming home. But I am as happy at Cliving as I can be. The Reeve is kind to me, if distant. I think he blames himself for all the grief my family has endured and wants to make amends for it. I am treated well. Look at the view from the walls. There's just so much more going on here than at Elthingels. Yes, I am happy here. I hope my mother is not upset by that, but it is the truth. But tell her I miss her. All right, now we're going to go talk to the captain. Cuthred. He looks unhappy. Have we talked to him yet? No, we have not. He's new. All right, where are we in town? Oh, we're near the hall. We're like below the hall. The Reeve sent you. Tell me without problems. Good. We can refuse no offers of help. Cliving has been less affected than some other towns in this riding, but still there are orcs about, and we need to deal with them if we are to keep our people safe.
An important part of job involves riding the bounds.
Riding the bounds of the Cliving, looking for threats lurking too near the city. If you have a war steed and the skill to ride it, I would encourage you to help us with this duty. Ride east of Cliving until you see the marker that delineates the bounds, then turn to the south. Continue the process, turning to your right at each marker until you've described a great loop around the city. Defeat any mounted enemies you encounter on this circuit. You'll be doing the people of Cliving a great service. All right. And it looks like that's also where Rangar is. So we'll get out of town here, get on our war steed, go ride to the first marker, and simultaneously talk to Rangar. We'll come back to Walnoth later. He's the one who's got the quests, the mystery to solve, which I'm not looking forward to being Sherlock Holmes in Middle Earth here, but I'll do my best. Oh, pardon me. Well, there's Katie. Hello, Lily. Hello. All right, let's get on the war steed. All right, we're going to hang a left. Wait, am I going the right way? I am, okay. Okay. Why am I having a mounted skill when I'm... Oh, I am still on my horse. I didn't mean to stop. Okay. So where's the farm? Is this the farm? No, it's not the farm. Not the farm. This is not the farm. Tar Cornelius. All right, this must be the farm where I'm going to talk to. Well, there's Rangar's farm. I'm going to dismount here. Go talk to Rangar real fast. And then finish getting to that marker.
What brings you to these lands?
My dear Inhild, she need not worry for me. Since I first gazed upon her in the market, I've been in love, and I will do anything to be near her. I refuse to leave for Edoras, for we may never meet again. I appreciate your concerns, but I will not leave without seeing Inhild.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
I must endure the orcs until I am able to prove to Inhild's father, Whitmon, that I am worthy of his daughter. The fence gates around my farm need to be secured. Upon each of my attempts to leave my farm, the orcs have harassed me and tried to ride me down. Please, help me secure the fence, but remain vigilant of the orc riders in the torment. Oh, I got some points, 5 points, and known to the men of the Norcrofts, known to something, right? Known to the Norcrofts. Deed and reputation changed. Yeah, okay. All right, so... So there's the gate, right? Is that an orc tormentor? Yes, it is. Well, that was easy. We'll talk to Rangar now.
Our mission is dire.
All right, let's hope the orcs decide to relent their harassments. Now he wants me to defeat the Uruk-hai looter. If he's close by, I'll take care of it. It's heart or gold, not heart of gold, and I love that. He's not that near, but I bet that's near to the second mark. So let's get back on our war steed. And it looks like right here is the first marker. And now the next marker of the circuit is to the south. Yep, sure enough. So down here towards the looter, let's aim for that first. Oh, Rittermark scarred. Is that the looter? No, it's not. All right, so the looter's going to be a signature and elite. Maybe it's this guy over here. Yeah, it is. Uruk-hai looter. Whoa, man. So much. You've defeated the looter, but he carried no valuables. All right, well, we're going to go back to Rangar, but not quite yet. We want to get to that second marker first, I think. It's right here. Oh, there's a wolf. You got to kill him. Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Okay. Wow, that's pretty far to the west. So let's go back and talk to Rangar first. Yeah. Finish hit bold on my main. Wow, I don't know that I'm going to ever finish hit bold. All right. Oh, no. Signs of struggle are visible here. We've got his spear. We've got a bloody cloak. That's bad news. Bring it to Imhild. All right, we'll do that after we do our other quest because we still have to do this. This is sad. He's probably dead. Oops, that's not the horse I want. I want the war steed. All right, let's go. Go. Faster, Tar Cornelius. I love the music here, though. So cool. The red fields. Remark Skarn. If you think I'm not stopping for Skarn just because I'm on a war steed, got another thing coming. Oh, he spotted me. He's on horseback too, so he can go fast. What is that? An orc totem? I gotta kill that thing. The Thriving Horde. Defeat mounted orcs in the western farmlands. It's a good quest to have because it'll probably come in handy. But I think we're nearing the marker. There we go. Ooh, heavy oak branches. Yes, I have to stop for those. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Really? Oh, thank you for defeating that mounted orc. And then the last marker is to the north. Such a pretty land. Here we are at sunrise. I love it. Oh, it's another one of these orc totems. That's probably going to be a quest to destroy them later, but I've already destroyed them, which is kind of funny. I tell you, the Dramamine is going to have to come in handy. What is that? Uh-oh. Too many of them. Hold on, I got way too many of them here. I just pulled a bunch. I guess I didn't pull all of them like I thought. What's this? Is this... Oh. Don't know what that is. Unpleasant. Defeat the White Hand Pillagers at each one. All right, well, what about this guy? Ha ha ha. Oh, there's discipline. How do I do that? Looks like stances or something, right? So this is increases rider evade chance, adds armor. This one increases damage and agility. That's probably the one I want. This one increases damage and crit damage. So let's do discipline Rittermark. What are these? Quick stop, break free. Oh, that's if movement impairing effects, and spur on. Next, non-self-targeted skill directly to the target. Okay, well, that's nice to know. All right, because I know very little of this, of the mounted stuff. All right. Okay, so now we're going to talk to Kuthrid. After we defeat more orcs, let's defeat some more orcs here. 4 more mounted orcs in this region. Accurate spear toss. I don't know what that... A white hand banner. Again, I'm sure that is going to be important. Oh, there's another mounted one. I love it. Katie, thank you for your help here and just speeding along. We just need one more and then we can port into into the region into the city. Oh, is that another pillager? That is. Let's kill the pillager. So we'll have one more pillager too after this. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, so one more pillager and then we'll head in. And that guy is right over here, it looks like. Yep, there he is. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and talk to Captain Garman. So we're going to port to the city of Cliving. An unpleasant host turned in. And the thriving horde turned in.
What brings you to these lands?
And of course, this is when he says, hey, by the way, there are totems and banners. You should go destroy them. We'll accept that, but we're not going to go work on that right now. Instead, I'm going to go into town. And we are going to first bring Rangar's cloak to that poor young woman. I feel so bad. Let me dismount off Tor Cornelius here. Least I can do is get off my tiny pony.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I was worried that he had not been found, but it seems you've been helping him after all. You look concerned, Hilbert. Is something wrong?
Our success depends upon our strength.
Why have you brought me Rangar's
Will you
cloak?
aid us?
Whatever concerns you, please speak your mind. She begins to quietly sob. It can't be true. Poor Rangar, my love. Why did he not flee? I know he stayed so that we might be together, but it is now doubtful I'll ever look upon him again. Take me to the farm so that I may goodbye to him in person. I will know no peace until I see these things for myself. Talk to my father. Ask him to... Oh, that is so sad. Story of young love, and this guy here who's kind of mean. He's not here. He must be upstairs. Hey, Wheatmon.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
And he'll yet waste her thoughts on that foolish Rangar. He is but a worthless farm boy. A woman of her standing should be courted by a wealthy noble or brave warrior. You explained to Whitmon the events at Rangar's farm and her quest to escort Inhild there, so that she may know peace. I shed no tears for Rangar. His fate is a result of his own foolish actions. I will grant Inhild my blessing to leave if it helps her to forget about her silly affections, but you must promise to keep her safe. Wow. Not even oh, my poor daughter, her heart is broken. I should have been kinder. No, I shed no tears for the boy. What a jerk. All right, let us go at once.
You have escorted Inhild to the home of Rangar, offering her the chance to have closure regarding the death of the man she once loved.
What brings you to these lands?
Where are you, my love? Oh, how I miss you. Wait, here I am, Hild. Do you see me? It's so good to see you, my love. I cannot believe that it worked.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Greetings again, Hilbert. I understand your surprise. Please, allow me to explain. Inhild and I have known that we would never be together, as long as Whitman could stop us. We devised a plan to feign my death, in hopes that Whitman would allow Inhild to see my remains. For our scheme to work, we would need an outsider to lend help. That outsider was you, Hilbert. I'm sorry to have deceived you, but it was the only way to ensure that you would be... It's going too fast. We did not wish for it to be this way, but we had no choice. Do not be angry. You've done us a great service. One final matter that needs to be dealt with. Speak with Inhild, and she will explain.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I like these people. They're schemers. I love it. My father cares for me, but he shares not my views of love. He would never allow for me to spend my life with a farmer, no matter how good that man might be. Rangar and I must depart together for safer lands. You've been so helpful, but I must ask of you one final request. Please, tell my father that I've gone off with a rich and handsome rider from Edoras, whom we encountered on our return. In this way he will miss me, but be altogether happy for my good fortune. That's easy enough. Can I stab him, though? Because I don't like the guy. He's kind of a jerk.
What brings brings you
You
to these
return.
lands?
I trust that Inhild has returned safely as well. Stay a moment and share with me your visit to the belated Rangar's home. I'll take the tattered cloak, perhaps? No. The copper bracelet, maybe. Ooh, 94 agility. Yes, I will take her copper bracelet.
The Rohirrim have need of your
Okay,
services.
hold on. So what makes you hesitate? Is there something you've not told me? Accepting and completing this quest will uphold her wish to deceive her father. You will not be allowed to complete the quest speaking the truth to inform him of what actually transpired. The other one
Our success depends
will reveal
upon
the
our
truth of her
strength.
actions. You will not be allowed to
Will you
complete
aid
the
us?
quest to deceive him. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is a tough one, folks. Could I have a third option is just shank this guy? All right, chat. Y'all vote. Do I tell the guy the truth or do I lie to him? You got 1 minute to make your decision. Katie, count the votes while I go through my inventory here and do some stuff since we're wrapping it up anyway. This will give me a chance to like apply runes and stuff like that. What else do I have that I want to put away? I need for him to hold on to his chunks of Rittermark Scarn, his Rittermark hides, his oak logs, his chunk of high grade Rittermark Scarn, and then I need to put away for my other crafters the scholar's wax and the stuff like that. Just those two, really, it looks like. And then I need to figure out which one of those bracelets to replace. Probably the level 90 teal because it's so old. Oh, but maybe not. Yeah, actually, it has lower agility and vitality, and it has in combat power regen, which I don't really need. So Inhild's copper bracelet is going to replace. What's it look like? The exquisite red agate bracelet of Skelts. This one. All right. Agility goes up, Katie. Agility goes up. Now he's got a crit rating that 26.7 of his 26.7% of his hits will be crit. All right. All right, what's the vote? What's the vote? Y'all romantics up in here. Okay, lie. Everybody's lie. Katie says tell him the truth. Lie, I vote for love. Hate lying, but when I help the girl, lie. Usually works out when you tell the truth, though. All right, lie. Love this. I love this. It looks like we got a lie. All right. Chat, you all said it. I'm lying.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Is there something you've not told me?
Our mission is dire.
You attempt to convince Whitmore that you encountered a very handsome and wealthy rider along the road south of Cliving. He looked a little bit like this man of the West. Very, very handsome. Clearly not me, because he's also wealthy. And apparently knows how to ride a horse. None of those apply to me. Inhild became enamored with the man, and she accepted his offer to travel together to Edoras. Can this be true? I just knew this would happen, Hilbert, and I always suspected Inhild would find someone more worthy, but what incredible fortune. I only wish she'd introduced me to this man before departing. Nonetheless, I shall have to visit them someday when the roads are safe again. Thank you for protecting my daughter and for bringing me such wonderful news. You have my deepest respect. I feel a little dirty. No, you're not my pinata. I didn't see the message. 6-1. I didn't see the message. I wanted to see the chat. It was really cool. It wasn't even close. All right, so now we got to go talk to Cuthred. Let's go talk to Cuthred. And then we'll probably wrap it up. Yeah, we'll definitely wrap it up.
You have ridden the bounds.
You've ridden the bounds. What did you
What did you
encounter?
encounter?
Occasionally orcs or other foes stray within the line and must be fought or driven away.
Rohan to be safe and well guarded.
I was told that Reeve Athelward wanted to speak with you before you depart. Thank you again for your help. I hope that Reeve rewards you in suitable fashion. For Rohan to be safe, the Norcross must be as well. Talk to Athelward. It's too close to me. Of course it is. It's right there. I then we'll pick up the mystery quest. We'll see about solving that. A Rohirric Pokemon name. Woo! Ow! 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 Oh, it won't let me run over the fire. Well, there's a lot of people standing here. Horn and Nona and Kododan. Wow.
I am inspired by your companion's example.
Been speaking with your companions while you aided my captain of the guard, Hilbert. I am inspired by their example. A man of Rohan, a girl of Dudland, and even an elf. How is it that folk of such different backgrounds can work together? It pains me to see you leave. Can you not stay and help with the maintenance of Cliving? I could use each of your talents to better the state of my people. Discuss among yourselves if you must, but do not decide to leave so quickly. A strong Cliving makes for a strong Rohan. These are troublesome times. What did you do while I was away? Stood atop one of the towers, gazed out across the plains, could see no sign of the Uruks. What do you think of Cliving? It is the city of Rohan. Cannot compare to those of the elves, even in this passing age. I see no art, I hear little music. Seems to me they survive, but they do not live. He has seen grief in his time, and has caused more besides. I think he does want to protect his people, and is doing what he can for them. I spoke with the men in the towers and walked the streets of Cliving. It is as cheerless as I remembered it, though now its people have good reason with the threat of orcs in the Norcrofts. It has always been a grim place. Perhaps that is Ethelward's doing. Grief seems to follow him wherever he treads. He has been unlucky, losing wife and children to childbirth and sickness. Perhaps it is reflected in the demeanor of his town. They do seem ready for just about anything. I hope my own home of Airworth is as prepared to fend off attack, but I suspect it is not. Cliving has several natural geographical advantages. Airworth does have one such advantage. It is bordered on the west by the Entwash. Few foes will be able to attack it from that way. No, I did not. Nona seemed to be deep in conversation with a girl when my wandering took me near them, but I did not want to intrude. I wonder if what they spoke. I did notice Silflad casting glances in my direction, but I know not why. I walked about the city ignoring the distrustful looks I received. I do not like this city. Horn says that his home is not like this place. I am prepared to believe him. A city such as this one could not have produced a man like him. The people of this city are distrustful and small. I do not like it. I will be glad when we go. I did. If she were not soft and coddled like many of the horsefolk seem to be, she could be one of the Ukruth. She has the temperament for it, if not the weathering given by a hard life. I think she was frightened of me at first, but she had many questions about my people. I enjoyed talking to her about them. The guard captain did not let her out of his sight while she was in my presence. That put me in mind of a caged bird. I would not have tolerated it, but Siflat did. No one would mistake her for me, that is certain. She was very curious about Horn. I told her his singing voice is not as fair as he thinks it is, and that he is not my equal in combat. I think she was disappointed.
I think it is time to go.
The Uruks we followed did not come as close to Cliving, either because it was not on the road, or they were afraid of the town's defenders. We need not stay here any longer. Cliving has strong walls, and its defensive position is better than the other towns we have seen. Ethelward has little cause to fear orcs from this fastness. He does not need our help any longer, and we should be off.
This city has little to fear of orcs.
I have seen more secure homes, but they were in the Malorns of Lorien. The city has little to fear of orcs, if you ask the opinion of an elf. Ethelward should see what he can do to protect the people who live elsewhere in the Norcrofts, but he can do that without our presence. Yeah, it's mail. Oh, Lily sent me some crafting stuff. Very cool. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. The Rittermark hide. and then the others will go into my materials folder. Hello, why is it crashing? There we go. So it just freezes when you're trying to do things. All right. Siflad seems to be
Thank
happy
you for
here.
your help.
She is. Cliving is a much larger city than Elthingers, and it is better protected as well. I'm pleased she likes it here. Her presence lightens the mood of all who see her, which is of great value in a land under the constant threat of the orc.
You have done well.
Some of that is the good fortune of its natural geography, and some is due to the hard work of its people. We are fortunate to have such a vantage point over the plains, good strong walls to keep out our foes.
Thank you for your help.
About Mildred's distrust? No, I suppose not. But I had no part in the death of her husband. I could have dispatched riders to go with him to the east wall, but we are stretched thin as it is. How was I to know he would perish by the pillars of the kings? I cannot be blamed for that. I do feel badly about the death of her son, but I had no choice. The boy should have known not to enter a sword trial with a veteran warrior. I hope to be given the chance to cure Mildred of her sorrows. Whoa now!
You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people.
Ah, that's exactly where he's going, by the way. That's exactly where he's going. I understand that you need to be off. You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people. If you have business back at Elthingers, can I ask you to deliver a message for me? Good, good. This may surprise you, Hilbern, but I have no male heir to carry on my line. I love my daughters more than my own life, but a son would release me from the worry that my line will end with me. My wife has been dead this past year, and it is time I began thinking of the future. Thane Mildred of Elthingers has had more than her share of grief these past few months. If it is in my power to heal the sorrow I have caused her, I would do so. I desire her hand in marriage. I will respect her decision in this, but please express to her how strong a union between our families and our cities would be. The Norcrofts could only benefit from such a union. It is not the first time I've asked for her hand, but it will be the last, no matter her decision. That's interesting. Oh, I missed a couple questions while I was... Missed a few, apparently. With the wagon, I have a fun question. What area of Middle-earth do we think would be their Oregon Trail? You have died of dysentery. Probably the remote South Gondor. Yeah, probably the remote of Southern Gondor. That's a really rugged stretch, and there's not a lot of people there. So that would be one. Dunlending's Debris, maybe. Yeah. Rohan to Lake Town before the time of the Hobbit. That's fair. What character from Lotro would I want to travel to Narnia during the events of Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? I don't know. Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? Can't help you with that one. By the way, I'm pretty sure his request to Thane Mildred is not going to go well. She blames him for the death of her son and the death of her husband. She's also not looking like she's in the mood to start dating yet.
You cannot be serious. That scoundrel, that braggart.
Ha! Thane Mildred listens to your message from Reathath the Ward with growing horror and disgust. I've had some bad responses to asking people to go out on a date with me before, many decades ago. I've been married for 30 plus years. As bad as they were all, for the most part, I don't know that any of them responded with growing horror and disgust. I think the worst is just mild amusement. Growing horror and disgust. You cannot be serious. That scoundrel, that braggart. His inaction doomed my husband Pendra to death by the orcs, and he personally gave my son the wound that killed him. He has the gall to ask for my hand not once but twice, and to use friends to do it? Mildred brings herself under control and continues in a quiet, deadly voice. I sent you to learn if my daughter Siflad was being treated well by the murderer of her father and brother. Is she?
Thank you for easing the worry in a mother's heart.
If Siflad says she's being treated well, I will keep my complaints to myself. Thank you for easing the worry in a mother's heart. My daughter is strong-willed, and I trust that she will have the sense to send word if her situation changes to ill. Turning now to the well-being of my people, I find clarity. We must not rely on the Reeve to protect us. I do not trust him, but more so, I feel in my heart he will see first to the defense of Cliving and not leave his walls to protect the rest of us. The other towns of the Norcrofts do not have Cliving's natural defenses. You've been a good help to me, but I know you are eager to progress westward in pursuit of the Uruks you seek. Go southwest to Faldham by way of the river crossing to scout and see if the crossing is held by foes. Also, I ask that you collect emblems from any orcs you find in the Norcrofts. Show those emblems to Elfhelm, the Thane of... Oh, it's Elfhelm! He's the Thane of Faldham! As proof that we must stand on our own and not rely on Ethelward. Oh, wait. Elfhelm has gone to the fords of Eisen. His son Elfmar must have rule of Faldham in his absence. Show him the emblems. First of all, if Elfhelm is down here, I have a hard time believing that he's not the Reeve of the whole place, but that's just me. Morning black is such a great color for a first date. All right. So we're going to go, but we're going to probably not end up doing totems and banners because we're going to end up scouting that area there first to see, and then going down to Faldham. So that's where we're going to be for the next time. Let's head out to the to the base of the town here, and then we'll wrap it up and say goodnight. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So this is where we'll be. And let me go ahead and sell the rest of my stuff. We want to set my don't show locked. Show unlocked only. Got enough red agates not to worry about it. I think actually I should probably keep the morale. There we go. The Athelas ones. Everything else can be sold. I'm trying to think. Those get me 11 to 1200. Same as those. Why can I not? Oh, because I crafted those and they're bound to my account. So I'd have to have a whole separate stack of them. In that case, I'm going to unlock them and sell them. Not the 25, thank you very much, but the 6. I don't see a need to keep a second stack. All right. Hey, let's kill that wolf while we're here. Of course, it gave me a hide. So I need to put that hide in my vault before I forget. All right. So that is it for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some chat before we say goodnight. So. All right. And let's turn off that other screen. How do I get to that? All right. Good, good. And let me pull up the chat overlay one more time. Whew, that was a long one, but a good one. Yeah, Elfhelm, man. I can't wait to meet Elfhelm. Morning Black is such a great day. Lots of stuff accomplished for sure. Potato, potato. Ugh. Where was Tor Cornelius when the ponies in the Hobbit fell? Well played, sir. Well played. Or ma'am. I don't know who the Horn of Chalice is. This has been a fun one. Lotro is indeed the best. I've got some work to do after, actually. I think did I already mention that I was recording the TTT episodes? I think I mentioned that at the beginning, right? When I was griping about the tech problems. Every one of the episodes I recorded was toast. So got to start over. I did. That's what I thought. I mean, because come on, I that's right. Because I complain. That's what I do. Anyway, I'm going to get to that. So I will see you all Saturday at 1:00. And for those of you who are patrons with the TTT, we'll be doing the Discord hangout right after that. So about 3:00. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I'm showing plus Corey, but I have not yet confirmed with Corey that he's going to be able to join me. So if he's not able to join me, maybe I'll build the Sauron helmet. Maybe I'll just do some more Lotro and get our way closer to Edoras, because I think I've told you, as I've ridden around Medjuseld, but I've never been in because I can't get in because I didn't have the corresponding quest. So I'm really excited to be able to get in there. All right. The puzzle, it's back in the box. I mean, I did set aside, I put the things in the 2 bags, but it's in the box. I'll get back to it one of these days, I'm sure. Yeah. All right. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It really was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing Lotro a little more than I thought I would. It was good to go back to the familiar. But yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll see what comes up on Saturday. I have no idea. It depends really if Corey's available. If he is, maybe we'll do maybe I can get him to do some Magic the Gathering if he's got one of those starter decks, or one of the commander decks. Did I see the Kickstarter for the Lord of the Rings tabletop game? I did not. Please make sure that link gets posted to the chat for everybody to go visit and support if it looks like a good one. And thank you all very, very much. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight, and I will catch you all on Saturday. Take care. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, try one more time. Good night, all.